we both are on completely different journeys as artists. She's at Juilliard. I'm out in LA right now, and I'm, doing my own writing and acting and all that stuff. And we just wanted to tell a story that was fun and
truthful,
and that somehow combined all our passions together. And I was at the character of Vladislav, actually, which such a gem.
Yes.
In LA. I was at this party talking to our mutual friend named Ian. This part was written for someone else, and we wanted to do that. We want to write.
Tell him.
Don't tell him. I mean, his name was John Smith. And we were at a party, and I was telling him, I was like, hey, Julia and I were writing this, web series, and I was just really excited, and he was like, oh my God, write a part for me. I'm like, okay, what do you do? And he's like, I can speak Russian. I was like, dude, all right, yeah, okay, we'll make you like our dealer, like our drug dealer who speaks Russian.
And I was really inspired by this movie With Nail and I, a beautiful film about it's about two friends who go away for a weekend to spend with each other after they've just graduated acting school in England. And there's this brilliant character of this drug dealer that comes to visit, and it's the most brilliant cameo I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
And it was so inspiring, but he was kind of like this Cockney British dude, a different thing.
Yeah.
But when Ian mentioned he had just gone to Moscow with the Harvard graduate acting program, so he had to learn Russian.
Yep.
And so we had already started working on this idea, and then we were just so inspired by this zany character that would come into this friend's sort of getaway weekend. We loved that idea of suddenly three people together, and what is that? And I remember the first time I ever told Nalini this idea of like, dude, we're quirky and we got to do this. What is this? What is two stoner chick friends? And she immediately went, as many times in our dynamic, goes, Julia, well, really, I don't know how I feel about that. That's a little too gauche, a little bit in terms of like, what is it really about? And I was like, well, it would still really be about friendship. Yep. The stoner or whatever the case, maybe it would be a mere accoutrement, but it would really be about friendship. And so when Ian mentioned he had just come back from Moscow, we said, score, a Russian drug dealer, check.